Alright, thank you for coming to the stop in South Hadley, Massachusetts. It's now a beautiful spring day, and we're looking at the St. Theresa of Lisieux Roman Catholic Church in South Hadley. And this building in particular was erected in 1970. The social hall next to it that we're now looking at is from 1988. It was named after the pastor that really wanted to get it going. And he had died by the time he finished it. His name was Cyril Burns. And so it's attached to the side of the beautiful church itself. And you see the church is a fairly simple architectural style itself. Has a long nave, but also a long cruciform going through it. Alright, now beyond that, to our far right, is the administration center and the rectory. And it's also the parking lot for the workers and the pastor himself. Right, and the pastor lives there with the assistant pastor. And of course, you have statues in front in a couple places. And it's in a beautiful location. That's great because they want to have it represent St. Theresa of Lisieux. And her name was the Little Flower. There's actually a little kids academy inside here called the Academy of the Little Flower. Now, behind us is the best part. And here we see an outdoor chapel devoted to the St. Theresa of Lisieux. And it's with gorgeous flowers, and there's a representation of her inside in a little outdoor chapel. And this was erected in the memory of her in 1996. Now, this whole St. Teresa started as a mission church down on Newton Street because so many Catholics were moving up further into the north and central part of South Hadley that St. Patrick's Church in the Falls, which had been there an extremely long time from the 1870s, early 1870s, they decided to start a mission church. And that mission church was started basically where the funeral home is now on Newton Street, and it was in 1936 it started up. In 1946 it was granted by the bishop that it could now be its own full-fledged parish with its own parishioners and its own pastor. And so in 1946 that became a true church, that chapel. But by the 50s and 60s they had grown so large they outgrew it, and they needed to build a brand new church here on East Parkview Drive, very close to the Mosier School. So what we want to do for you is we want to go inside that chapel, right? And I want to see or give you a representation of what it's like inside there.
Hi.
Hello. Hello.
Hi. So we're running a...
Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk into the chapel. And this was put in as a devotion area for St. Theresa of Lisieux. And I hope you appreciate it. I'll try to go slowly for you so you can see what's around. Right there, an area you can pick up rosaries, and then there's a cross representation and a lot of beautiful roses on trellises, and then some benches, so you can get used to being in this nice area, say prayers, you can say the rosary. And then inside here you get to see St. Theresa of Lisieux herself. All right, and she's in a grotto, and it tells you on this plaque that it was devoted in the year 1997. All right, on the 100th year anniversary of her death, she lived from 1873 to 1897. All right, so it's quite beautiful back here, and that's why they built it, so that you can come here, say quiet prayers, say the rosary, say a prayer to St. Teresa. So thank you very much for coming to this beautiful church, and we hope you enjoy in this outdoor pavilion.